Hi everyone, my name is Nargis Nasreen and we are here to solve another question on SQL. And the question we are going to solve today is Apple product counts. And this question got asked in Apple and Google. So let's see what is the question. So the question is, we are analyzing user data to understand how popular Apple devices are among users who have performed at least one event on the platform. Specifically, we want to measure this popularity across different languages, count the number of distinct users using Apple devices, limited to MacBook Pro, iPhone 5s, and iPad Air, and compare it to the total number of users per language. Present the result with the language, the number of Apple users, and the total number of users for each language. Then sort the results so that the languages with the highest total user count appear first. Okay. So what we have to do here, so let's first see the table so that we can understand better. So we have this table playbook events where we have user information and what kind of devices they are using, okay, and whether they have participated in any of the event or not on the platform. So these are the users that have participated and these are the event name and these are the devices that they are using, okay. And what we need to do, we have another table that is playbook users. Let's see this. So here also we have user information, that is user ID, company ID, language, state, and activity data. So in this, we only have to worry about the language. So in this, we have the language available. So for each unique language, we have to find out how many of the users are using the total number of users in each language. And then we have to find out the number of Apple users in each language. Okay, and the Apple devices include MacBook Pro, iPhone 5s, and iPad Air. So for example, let's say there is one language that is English, and the number of Apple users can be 5, and in English, the total users can be 20. So like this, we have to present the output. Okay, we have for each unique language, we have to find the total number of users and number of Apple users. Okay, so we have two tables given here. In first table, we have the event information and the devices the users are using. And in the second table, we have user information and the language they are using. Okay, so we have to join these two tables so that we can get the device, we can get the user information, device information, and the language information together. Okay, so let's do this. We are going to join playbook events. Let's name this as PE. Join playbook users. Let's name this as PU on PE dot user ID is equal to PU dot user ID. And from here, let's select P dot user ID, then device, and the language. Okay, let's run this. So we are getting this, that this user ID is 108, the device is HP Pavilion desktop, and the language is Spanish. Okay, now, so we are getting all the records of all the users and their languages and the devices they are using. It includes Apple users and not Apple users as well, both. Now, next, what we have to do, next we are going to create one column, and in that column we are only going to store the user ID of those users who are using Apple devices. Okay, so let's see. So for that, I'm going to do what? I'm going to write down case statement, case when device in, let's copy from here till here. These are the devices. And let's remove this and. Then PE dot user ID. We are only going to take user ID of those users who are using Apple devices. And for the remaining, we are going to ignore. Okay. So I'm going to write down end as Apple users. Okay, let's run this. We are getting an error. device and then p.user ID and as Apple users. Let's do one thing. Let's keep it single quote. Let's run this. Oh, we have to put here. Let's run this. Okay. So yeah, we are getting all the user IDs and the devices they are using, the language they are using, and in this column, we are getting IDs of only those users who are using Apple devices. For example, this user is using MacBook Pro and MacBook Pro isn't Apple devices. So we are getting the user ID of that user. Okay. So like this, we have created this new column. Now, what we need to do next? Now we need to find out for each unique language, the total number of users and the total number of Apple users, right? So what I'm going to do, so I'm going to group by on language. Then I'm going to count the unique users of total number of unique users in that particular language for each unique language. And the new column that we have created, that is Apple users, using that column, I'm going to count the number of users that are using Apple devices, okay, for each unique languages. So let's do this. So I'm going to do what? I'm going to do group by on language. Okay, we do not need a device and the user ID, so I'm going to remove it. We need language so that we can see the unique languages. And then I'm going to count this because we need the count of Apple users for each unique language. And I'm going to end it here. And then we need one more thing, total number of users. For that, I'm going to write down count p dot user ID as total users. Okay, so now let's run this. Okay, so we are getting this. So for language, Portuguese, the number of Apple users is 1 and the total number of users are 3. For Indian, Apple users is 0, total users are 2. So like this we are getting. We have to do one more thing. That is, it is mentioned that we have to count the number of distinct users, that it should be unique user. The user should not repeat itself. So we are just going to put distinct keyword here and distinct keyword here as well. Distinct. Okay, now let's run this. Yeah, so we are getting this. Now we have to do what? We have to order by language. Order by total users. Order by total users. Now let's run this. So in the descending order, so yeah, we are getting this. That for English, we have 7 Apple users and total number of users are 46. Okay, and Spanish and so on. So now let's see the expected output. In our expected output, total number of users are matching, but I missed this code here and here. Yeah, now it is matching. Okay, so I missed those code. So it was coming under one iPhone 5s and iPad Air. So now it is coming correctly. So this is how we have solved this problem. Okay, this is the solution. So what we did, first of all, we joined both of those two tables so that we can get the user information, that is user ID, the devices they're using, and the language they're using. Okay, then we made a new column in which we put IDs of only those users who are using Apple devices. And then by grouping on language, what we did, we found out the unique language, unique number of Apple users, and unique number of total users. Okay. And then we ordered it in the descending order based on the total users. So these are the steps that we followed to solve this problem. Hope you understood it. So if you have any question, you can ask in the comment section. If you have more solution to this problem, you can ask that too in the comment section. Hope you like this video. If you like it, keep liking. Do not forget to subscribe. Have a nice day. Take care. Bye-bye. Oh, let's submit this as well before closing this video. So yeah, our solution got submitted. So our query is correct. So that's all. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day. Take care. Bye-bye.